the forecast says more sunshine, so it's the perfect weekend to check out Air Force One and tour Castle Air Museum for military aviation history. Today, we're talking all about the Douglas VC-9C presidential aircraft. So, did I say that correctly?
You're perfect.
Okay,
You're hired.
Good. Joe Pruso here he's the CEO of Castle Air Museum. So President's Day.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was this Monday, happening this Monday. So it's a good weekend to come and see what's going on there.
Exactly. We just talked about how fast time is going.
I know.
So, it all kind of fits. But yeah, matter of fact, very poignant that we have an Air Force One aircraft at the museum. And the fact that two sitting presidents flew on it makes it all the more special. So, yeah, that's the only place you'll get to see one other than the Reagan Library down in Simi Valley.
So do we get to come aboard Air Force One?
You get to come aboard. We have docents that will give you a tour, show you where the stateroom is, where people would have sat during a flight or during a mission, if you will. It's only Air Force One, by the way, when the commander-in-chief or the president is on board.
Is on the plane.
If the vice president's aboard, it's Air Force Two.
Yes.
And if it's the First Lady and or a State Department official, it's SAM, Special Air Mission, and the tail number.
And so if the president goes aboard another aircraft, then that becomes Air Force One.
It can be a Cessna. It'll be Air Force One.
So in this particular plane, do we know its history? Do we know what kinds of missions it's flown? And then what will people learn if they get to go aboard it?
Well, they'll get to, a briefing on the history of the airplane, where it's been, and up to current, what they use now, what are some of the systems they use. Believe it or not, the technology is very redundant. If the POTUS or commander-in-chief's aboard, they want to know, do you have ultra-sophisticated uplink satellite technology? And it could be right down to, on the opposite end of the spectrum, a rotary dial telephone. It's just redundancies in the technology.
So there's no kink in the chain of communication.
Absolutely.
This is all fascinating, but that's just one plane that you have there. What else, if somebody is really looking to, maybe they're looking to take their kids there this weekend for President's Day weekend and teach them something, what else could we learn at Castle Air Museum?
Well, you've got about 75 other aircraft to look at from pre-World War II on up through current. And you can not only see the history of these aircraft and what theaters and operations they were in, but also a real taste of technology. Where we were, how did we get from fabric and aluminum to composites and, supersonic jets and things of that nature. So it is a walk through time, but it's cool because it's all tangible history. And believe it or not, if you go on an airplane, they all have a certain smell, they all have a certain, personality, if you will. So it's kind of cool.
I think it is really cool to see how far we have come in just a very short amount of time.
Absolutely. You can go from on the grounds from the oldest airplane, 1938, up to F-16, F-18, SR-71, which is actually 1960 technology, and is still the fastest air-breathing airplane we know of to this day.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a really long time ago, but it really isn't. The jump that you get from, that plane that you have to what we're doing now is incredible.
Sure.
So are you acquiring any new planes? I know that that's a big mission that you have. Are you acquiring any new planes? And how do you pay for these planes?
That's a good question. That's always first and foremost in our minds is, aircraft, helicopter, wherever it's located in, Hawaii. How do we get it here? How does it get paid for? Because a nonprofit like we are, you can't afford to
just do it yourself.
Pay for $150,000 in seaborne transport. So, case in point, the 4 helicopters, 2 of which are still coming from Oahu, that was totally underwritten by Pasha Hawaii Shipping.
Oh, wow.
So they underwrote $150,000 to bring those here. Otherwise, they would have been cut up for scrap.
Yeah, so, and a lot of what you guys do is raise awareness and raise money. You got a golf tournament coming up. Quickly, what are the details of the golf tournament?
Well, a golf tournament is Saturday, April 22nd. Shotguns start at 12 noon at the Madera Golf and Country Club in Madera. We've got a lot of neat stuff going on, a lot of, games, putting contests, longest drive, hole-in-one prizes. And it's going to be a real fun thing to do. But the most important thing it does is raise funds to sustain the museum, just like Open Cockpit would.
It's such a great place, such a great mission that you guys have to preserve all that history, and it's right here in the Central Valley. We'll have all the information about the upcoming golf tournament, and you can help preserve history as well. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Everybody else, stay right there. We'll be right back.